Always hit record.
Yeah, always hit record.
Always
hit record.
Welcome to Opinions Like A-Holes, everybody, your favorite pop culture podcast where we have opinions and most of them stink. My name is Michael Zampino. With me, as always, is Hilton Price.
Sore. I'm sore today.
Yeah.
Not grumpy. Sore, like my arm is sore.
You got stabbed.
I did. I got the flu shot.
And you doubled up, yeah?
I did. I got another COVID booster, too.
Yep.
I'm protected against everything. So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You could just go out there and just make out with whoever the fuck you want.
I might still not, though. I'm just going to keep...
I didn't say it was a good idea.
Keep my kisses to myself. So I'm more of a...
Keep them kisses to yourself.
I got asked out on a date the other day.
Shut up.
And I said, fuck no.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, because fuck that. No, man.
Aw.
Here's the thing, dude. Dating is for other people.
Okay.
It's not for me. Not for me. I did it. I did it before. It was fun. Been to the restaurants.
Were you attracted to this person?
Yeah, they're a cutie. They're a cutie.
Okay.
No, I'm good. No, not just...
So it wasn't anything to do with the person.
No. They're wonderful people. They deserve someone who wants to go out with them. And
It's not you.
I'm not. That chapter for me is not happening right now. Maybe one day. I'm not one of these forever people. But right now, no, I'm good. No,
You gotta wait till the next chapter.
No dating with you tonight.
What do you do if you don't date?
Mostly weed and video games.
Solid question, Rachel Keeley. Everybody, welcome to the show, Rachel Keeley.
Woo, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's not like I don't. I mean, because we're busy. You're a stand-up comic. There's always a show coming up. There's always an open mic. There's always a chance to go out and support your friends doing it.
Yes.
And you got a couple shows coming up too.
I do.
Tonight, even as we release on Sunday.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, if you're a day of listener,
thank you.
Shows.
First off, thank you for being a day of listener.
Absolutely,
waking up on the Lord's Day and popping on the opinions like a-holes.
That's right. I know a few of you, and I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we got an interesting addition to our lyrics replacements. Remember when I was talking about changing certain lyrics to have fun in songs?
Oh, sure.
Another one is anytime the word religion is used, just throw erection in there. That's
erection
a good time.
instead of religion.
That was given to me by a friend of the show, Shannon Schneider.
Thank you, friend of the show.
Thank you, Shannon. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Did make me giggle quite a bit. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to call you back. It might have been the night we started that show. I don't know. By that show, we'll let you know what we mean in a minute. But Rachel, thanks for coming and doing the show.
I'm so excited to be here.
And you're asking me, how do I have time? What do I do if I'm not dating? You've got 2 shows on tonight, Sunday night.
Yes.
So you're at Go Theater and you're where else?
Belafonte.
Belafonte. So how do you have time to date?
Harry?
Well,
Belafonte?
I am done dating.
You're done dating.
Yeah.
You're done dating. Oh,
married.
You're married.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, not a lot of kids. They still find time to date even though they're married.
Well, that's true.
You shouldn't do that.
No. I don't mean the naughty ones. I don't mean the cheaters.
Don't
cheat.
the
I mean
ones who
the polyamorous ones.
Amorphous?
Polyamericous ones.
Americas?
Polydactyl.
Polyamorous. Polyambidextrous.
Polydactyl, right? Isn't that where you have extra thumbs?
Polydactyl
Is
dating.
it?
Yeah, that's where you date someone using your extra thumbs.
Cool.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's how you
You
grab
get a lot
them.
of shit done
Yeah.
then.
That's how you hold them. With that extra thumb.
But even being married, you still got to date sometimes. You got to go out on
That's
the
true.
dates. Do you guys do the dates to keep the flame alive? The fire going?
If going out to Goldie's is that
Goldie's
then yes.
hamburgers?
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah.
Goldie's rules.
Goldie's is solid.
Yeah.
But
I love their pickles.
I will hey, listen.
They got a pickle bar.
Listen to me. I love Goldie's, but we have to be honest with ourselves.
Yeah.
That Goldie's is a date night is a very elderly move.
I mean, I can't.
Right?
I can't say
A
I'm
little
not
bit.
old.
Fair enough. I mean,
Did you see my snack?
She did bring snacks and is sitting here in a sweater. I'm gonna say, just to paint a picture for the listeners.
And all my favorite friends are 50 plus.
Is your hair in a bit of a bun?
It is.
it's a loose bun.
Checking all the boxes.
I know.
Yeah.
So
I also have
are you just
geriatric surgery at
excited
my
to?
house.
I was going to say, are you just excited to be elderly?
I am.
I'm going to start early.
I'm ready for gray
ditto.
hair. I'm all of it.
Yeah.
Ditto. Yeah. Yeah.
I am
Getting old's
excited
great.
for the ability to get away with a lot of shit by pretending to be confused.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Literally how my mother
Yes.
moved in with me. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's a massive long con. She's good at it.
Hell yeah.
Man, I
Well,
can't
you know
wait.
what? Props. Credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
That's
no,
good
man.
stuff.
No, man, dude. If I had someone who would let me take them on dates to Goldie's, I would be dating again in a heartbeat.
Oh.
So
Well, and that's what I was going to say. Like, what do you want to do? Is like instead of dating, what would you rather do?
I think there's a new episode of Loki out.
Okay.
Yeah. we're keeping
with
keeping
somebody?
it chill. Sure,
Yeah.
whatever. The couch is big. Sure, whatever. Yeah. I mean, but they don't have to. Like, I'm not going to pressure no one. You'd rather go watch Fall of the House of Usher? Go for it. Go
Well, I
for
mean,
it.
like just stay at home and chill.
Oh yeah,
That's your type
yeah.
of.
I mean, unless we're
dating.
going out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just not ready for the shared concerns right now.
Yeah,
right now,
yeah.
I'm just kind of rolling on my own
Okay.
speed.
He can handle a game of putt-putt, but he's not trying to talk about life with you.
No. I barely
Share
want to talk
bank
about life
account.
with me. Yeah, I can't even agree with me on that stuff.
I feel you on that.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm torn between two worlds all the time.
I feel like that's
Ooh, what are the two worlds?
Like just being my 20-year self and
Sure.
then what I'm doing now. I liked both of them. I like both of them.
I see.
I actually, you mentioned your 20-year-old self. I
Yeah.
had a realization the other day that we stopped keeping time correctly around 20. That's why all of us, for you and I, Zampino especially,
Okay.
I can't speak to, I don't know how old you are, Rachel, I can't speak to that. Wouldn't ask on the
44.
podcast. You are the same age as me. And here's the deal. We all think the 90s was 10 years ago.
Oh, I know.
Right?
It's 100 years ago.
Exactly. And that's because we stopped keeping time internally around 20.
That's true.
And
that makes sense.
And at 20 for all of us, 1990 was about 10 years ago, give or take. So that's why we're still stuck in that mode. And that happens to everybody. It's one reason why we all think we can do more than we can. It's why you pull a muscle. It's why
yeah.
you break a bone. It's why one day one of us is due a bad hip.
It's really
Oh, yeah.
wild when you think about in 93, you guys were 14, I was 12, right?
Yep.
you were?
Yeah, I'm 2 years behind you
Okay.
guys.
Okay.
So for us at that point, thinking about 1963, right, felt like ancient times.
Oh, I
right?
thought those people were old.
Yeah, that's ancient times. Now, 93 to now is the exact same distance, and that is very strange.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit. Kids right now, kids in Eleanor's age are looking at 1993 the way we did at 1963.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's a trip.
Yeah,
Being a
and-
grown up is so fucking weird.
It is.
And it's complicated further by the kind of homogeny that we've seen in culture over the last 20 years. People talk a lot about how styles have not shifted radically since the year 2000, the way they did in the 30 years prior.
Now they're just going in cycles. They're repeating.
Well, and then, but the baseline of fashion, of decor has kind of remained consistent as well. You haven't seen any major color shifts. You
No.
haven't. The same kind of living room that would have made sense in 2004 still makes sense today.
I mean, minus the cigarette yellow on the wall.
Yeah, a little bit, but even then, by 2004, cigarette smoking was already frowned upon. We started seeing that really heavily again.
We did not live in the same neighborhoods in 2004.
What did yours look like?
This was borderline white trash, baby.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah.
Hell, you forget how poor I was growing up.
Oh yeah, well,
Yeah, we lived in a pretty sketchy little apartment complex.
Well, I think I know
Was
the one
it-
you're talking about too.
Colonial.
Virginia Lee,
Virginia Lee. Oh man, that
is
sounds
that?
sounds like something from the 70s.
right? It's did you say where is it? Over on 25th between Memorial and towards Mingo.
Okay. I was at the Colonial.
The Colonial.
Okay.
Where are those? 51st
Right
and Memorial?
across the street from Hale.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
it's
we
the 21st and
Oh, yeah.
Memorial. Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is why I can't go.
I know the Colonial. Yep. So the Colonial. Yeah. So ours were right next to ones that were very similar to the Colonial, and I forget what they were called at the time. But the ones we lived in were small one-story fourplexes that
Okay.
were just rough. Yeah. Good times,
yeah.
baby.
Colonial is why I can't play hide and seek.
So you also ran around at that Kmart at 21st
Oh, yeah.
and Mingo a lot,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was a riffraff.
Hell yeah. We used to fuck up that Kmart so good.
I'm pretty sure they're out of business because of
They
us.
definitely are. They're
they
out of
lasted
business.
a long time though.
That one did.
That
yeah.
Kmart only closed like 2 years ago.
Oh, it was longer than that, but yeah, it was
But not
that,
much.
Yeah,
not like
yeah, yeah.
maybe 4. You know, it was not. I want to say that they were still open when the pandemic hit. Whoa. Yeah, because I used to work over there. I remember I was at Fox 23.
At Kmart? No,
Yeah. A
He
lot of
did
people
the-
don't know.
Hilton ran the very last blue light special.
I invented
Really?
the blue light special. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, they were going to call it the blue light and I was like, you know what? I don't think that's strong enough.
What's really funny is
strong
it
enough.
kind of backed into it. Like they told him to get a green light, and he got a blue light.
I got a
'cause he's
blue
very
light.
dumb.
And that's why they were like, the blue light, and I'm like, no.
Fine.
Was the blue light on special?
It was on sale. It was sale. Well, oh my God, the blue light sale.
That could have been.
Oh, we
man.
missed an opportunity.
Dang.
Oh, it should have been blue light sale.
Yeah, it's much more on the nose.
Oh, damn it. All right.
Lessons learned.
Maybe that's why Kmart didn't make it. You
You
know?
know? Could
I'm
be.
almost positive.
Yeah. If they would have had the blue light sale, we would be
Man,
out
I'm
of
thinking
Kmart
back
right
to
now.
the like latter days of that Kmart, and it was just a.
Oh, it was scary.
It was a fucking. It was a Wild West, man. You could do. There was no laws in there.
No.
Yeah, that was the kind of place I used to go on my lunch break at Fox because it was one of those things like I wonder what a Kmart looks like now. You know,
You could,
it was like a gallows humor kind of thing.
Oh.
Yeah, you could get underwear on aisle 12. You can get sporting goods on aisle 14, and you could make meth on aisle 19.
Yeah. And I don't know why, but I just don't trust the underwear at Kmart.
Hell
on
no.
aisle 12.
No.
I don't care
Does it
how
come
good
with
that
its own
sealed
STDs?
package is.
Is that
Yeah.
extra? I
That
don't
package
know.
could be hermetically sealed, shrink wrapped, and duct taped, and I'm like, no, thank you.
Well, I don't want underwear that was so close to where they were making meth
Right.
either. That's
For
a
sure.
big thing for me.
That smell lingers.
Yes, exactly. You don't want that on your underwear.
No.
Should
Smells
anyone be near it?
Smells like pennies, dirty pennies.
Ew.
Okay. Oh, that's okay. That's a little insight there. Dirty
That's
pennies.
descriptive.
Yeah.
Hit me right there. Right in
Right?
the nose.
See?
Yeah.
What was the thing that tastes like coins?
Blood?
Blood tastes like coins. Yeah. Did
Yeah.
you guys? I never noticed that. Did
Boy,
you guys
I was
notice
I was
that?
scary quick on that, and I want to
You-
go ahead and just
Wh-
say
Why do you
it's
guys know
nothing
that
weird.
so well? Yeah.
I am one of those where like if I nick my finger, I put it in my mouth. It's
Okay.
just like a
Same.
But
yeah.
I never
I'm like,
noticed-
why would I stain my T-shirt or go find a Kleenex?
Right.
I never
It
noticed
takes too long. What if I bleed all over everything?
Yeah. Also,
If it's really gnarly, I'm not putting it in my mouth. But if it's just a little nick or something, a little pin poke or something, yeah, you just,
okay, that's
you just
okay.
Audrey to
And
that
oddly,
shit.
I like the taste. Is that weird?
Yeah, no, I never
Everyone
minded
likes
the taste.
their own. Everyone likes their own.
blood, their own farts.
That's right.
It's you like your own.
I mean, it
Yeah.
came from me. You know?
Yeah, that's you're into you. You don't care what the
Yeah.
other kids say.
I'm aware of what my feet smell like to other people.
yeah,
I'm not aware.
I don't mind it. Of
I'm
your
not
own
aware
feet?
of no.
of your own feet. Maybe they don't smell.
Well, we could only hope.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Fingers crossed. Not that lucky.
Yeah.
I got that Kevin shit going on.
Oh yeah. Oh,
No, it's not
damn.
that bad. It's not that bad. But there are times where I'll like kick off my slippers and I'm like, wee, yoo-hoo, hello, friends.
Yeah. When I worked on my feet more, I've had desk jobs for the last couple of years.
So you got them little baby feet.
Yeah. Now I got them soft feet.
See, I still have
I
very
like
soft
those.
feet. I still have soft feet because I was not a
'Cause you
barefoot boy.
moisturize.
I was not a barefoot boy. That was a lot of it. Yeah.
No?
No.
Oh, I was.
Your feet
I mean,
were
I was a barefoot boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Becky was too. She's got them calluses. She'll scratch me up every now and again. And then I'll put my baby soft feet on her and I'm like, that's what it's supposed to
That's
feel
what
like.
it's supposed to. Yeah.
Oh, man. We did watch a couple trailers, one of which I have already started because, of course, it is spooky time and I'm watching all things spooky, which, of course, includes the news.
Does indeed.
But we watched the trailer for The Fall of the House of Usher. We've teased a couple times about it. This is pretty rad so far. I'll let you guys kind of give me your takes on it, having just seen the trailer, and then I'll give you some insight.
So first things first, Fall of the House of Usher. I don't recall the story, but I recall it not being an especially deep or long story. So immediately, the longer this trailer went on, I was like, okay, obviously, Fall of the House of Usher is more or less a backstory, a setting for a grander tale being told here. And then as we got into stuff like, of course, the Raven imagery early on, the use of the word nevermore later on, it started to feel to me more like a horror show based on Poe more than House of the Usher specifically.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
But also with an Eyes Wide Shut flair.
Because of the masquerade
Yeah.
part. Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
I will say that doesn't play as prominently as you might think
Okay.
in the first 3 episodes that I've seen. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a ton of other references to Poe's work yet in the first 3 episodes.
Okay.
Like, there hasn't been any like Telltale Heart or
No one asking where the Amontillado is or anything like that?
not yet. Or at least I've missed it if there has been. But it's great. It's great. It's really, really good. The cast is really good. You pegged it. The guy from E.T., who was also in Midnight Mass.
Okay.
This is from, I believe, the same producers or director, one of the two. I
haven't seen that.
So who's the kid from E.T.?
Henry Thomas.
That blows my mind that you got that.
No.
Yeah, that's Elliot from E.T.
And maybe it's just because I don't know E.T. super well. I think I've maybe seen it once or twice, you know?
I've seen E.T. probably 200
Million times.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. And you recognize him from E.T.?
Yeah.
How neat. Man, that's neat.
He's been in a lot of weird stuff.
All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's got a list a mile long here. Look at this guy.
Yeah, he works, baby.
Did a Pet Cemetery thing?
Oh,
What
That's
is
a
that?
new
Forgot
one.
about
That's
that.
a new one.
Is there a new Pet Cemetery coming out?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Or did it already come out?
Did we know that? Wow.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, 2023.
Well, 2023 is not over. Oh, here we
no,
go.
it's practically
It
over.
came out. It
Oh, it just came out
premiered
like a couple weeks ago.
at a fest. It'll launch on Paramount Plus October 6th, so it is out.
Okay, just came out. Wow.
Pet Cemetery Bloodline.
I'm sure it's going to be really good.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the third one with no fanfare, always the best in the series.
Of course.
I just want to talk about what a mind fuck it was to see Miko Hughes be that terrifying little child in Pet Cemetery.
In the first
Oh,
one?
the
Yeah,
little-
he played Gage.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he immediately turned around and was the cutest boy ever to say penis and vagina in
He
Kindergarten
was the
Cop.
same one?
That's the same
that's
little
him.
I
boy.
didn't
Yeah.
know.
And he was also on Full House for a few episodes.
Oh, he played the little kid, the little boys, right? No?
No.
Okay.
He was just one of Michelle's friends
I see.
in,
Okay.
in Michelle's class.
Man, you know a surprising amount about that kid's
I
filmography.
was like, who is Miko?
Yeah,
What'd you say his name
Miko-
was? Miko?
Miko Hughes.
How do you even know that?
Meek was Hulk's little insect friend in the third Thor movie.
See? Little baby Miko Hughes.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Look at him.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
You know, at the time, facts. you
My
know?
dad's a gynecologist and he looks
Doesn't
at
get any simpler
vaginas
than
all
that.
night long.
Ben.
That's him from
Look at him.
Pet Cemetery.
Oh, I remember.
I wonder if that
little
messed him up
evil
at
Gage.
all.
Yeah, messed me up. That's for
Oh
sure.
god, it was my first scary movie, and I thought I was going to die.
Well, let's ask him. Ladies and gentlemen, Miko Hughes.
Welcome to the show. We're just kidding.
Wouldn't it be
We're just
wild if I was like, he's
Oh
my
my-
neighbor?
kidding. Yeah.
Amazing.
That would be tight.
Well,
I'd be like, I have so many questions, Miko. Let's talk for hours.
Well, and Tulsa's one of those cities too, where you find out that random famous people live here. You
True.
know, like we've got a couple of Hollywood types living in town. We've got a couple of historical figures. Who's the Catch Me If You Can guy? He lives here in town.
Frank Abagnale?
Yeah, Frank Abagnale lives in Tulsa. Yeah, I remember I was eating.
That was a pull.
I was eating breakfast over at old BBD2 near 81st and Harvard a couple years back, and he was at the table next to us, you know. And I asked
Big
him, I
booty
said-
daddies?
and I leaned over at one point, and I just leaned in real quiet, real carefully, and I went, "I could get you."
I got you.
He's like, no, you can't.
Got you, motherfucker.
And sure enough, he was gone. It was so wild.
It would have been great if you just like walked by, grabbed his rib, and like, gotcha, bitch.
Exactly. Yeah.
You weren't hard to catch at all.
Yeah.
With your old ass.
I could get you.
That is good stuff.
Man. But of all the House of Usher, it's weird because to me it looked like it was part psychological horror.
Yeah.
And part, oh my God, real scary shit.
Accurate.
Accurate. Yeah, there's some supernatural scariness there.
Is
Yeah.
there? Yeah.
And that's the kind of stuff that might keep me from it because I don't want to be scared.
I
like
know.
that
Terrifies me.
Yeah.
You guys,
Our big sister.
you gotta be open to being scared by a movie because a movie can't hurt you.
I don't know. I'm afraid they're going to come and get me.
if a,
Paranormal, I was like, I know that ghost is watching me and he's coming.
I know that ghost is fucking watching me. Stop watching me, you perv.
don't be so spooky.
I'm trying to rub one out.
Oh wow,
Why is this ghost?
Maxwell, what are you
Such a
doing? Is it
fucking
Maxwell? Is that his
perv.
name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Maxwell, what you doing?
Well, he wasn't singing that part. That was Michael,
Michael
Jackson, which is what made that song work.
Uncredited Michael Jackson.
I believe it. Well, I mean, he wasn't named on the title.
Yeah,
like
but-
it wasn't
but we all
Maxwell
knew.
featuring Michael Jackson, but he was on them shits.
It was like Happy Birthday, Lisa.
Everybody was like, we know
Lisa,
we know
it's your
Maxwell
birthday.
can't sing like that.
We know Quincy Jones' nephew don't sing like that.
No, that was a big favor.
Yeah.
It was a big give.
Quincy pulled a solid to help out Maxwell on that one.
Hopefully, he's still getting them royalties.
Hopefully. Is
Where is
Maxwell alive?
I was just wondering
I wonder if
that.
that hit, what his last sequel? What his last single was?
The sequel to Somebody's Watching Me. Somebody's Watching Me too.
Look at him.
Still alive, born in
God bless.
73, only a few years older than us, you guys.
Oh,
That's
hell
so
yeah.
weird.
Man.
What is he wearing in that photo? Oh, it was 98.
Is he a one piece?
It was 98.
He's
you
one
don't have
piece.
to.
Look at him.
Oh, wow, yeah. Are you watching One Piece,
Yes.
the live action?
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Is it?
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
One Piece is one of those anime that to me feels so daunting that I've never given it a chance or jumped on just because you hear it. It's like 1,000 episodes
Oh
on
my
the
God,
animated
yes.
version. And it's so deep that the fans are so passionate about that. I'm just like, I don't know if I have the time to try it.
It's worth it.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I guess the condensed version is the live.
Yeah.
And it's worth it.
And then did you watch the anime before the live?
I didn't.
Okay. So you just jumped in on the live action.
I did.
Okay. See, that's good to know because I've wondered if it was worth trying without having all that
You don't need
backstory.
it.
Okay. Man.
I know. It's really good.
You're right on.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering because I don't know shit.
You're not an anime guy at all.
No.
I can't even get you to watch the Ghibli movies.
Really?
Or Ghibli. Or,
Nah, I don't like it. It's not for me.
My kid likes all of them.
So does mine.
That's the great in for a lot of parents is so many kids are just inundated with it right now that for parents it's a good kind of way to get introduced to it unless you already were a fan on your own.
I wasn't.
No. Like I know a friend of ours, Julie, has kids that are super into anime and she's real passionate about it as well. Although I can't say which came first, chicken or the egg on that one either. But
God.
God,
Probably.
the Lord came. The weird one for you to throw down, you know.
Of course. That's why it's funny.
What would Jesus watch?
Porn.
Probably Vampire Hunter D. You know?
Vampire Hunter Triple D.
Well, hey, oh man, but Fall of the House of Usher definitely looks cool.
Yeah, we got to click away from
scary.
this picture of Maxwell
I know.
because it
Leaving it up.
is
Leaving it up.
haunting.
Leaving it up, never going away.
The straw hat and the facial
It's too
hair
much.
and the glasses. Wowie zowie. Anyway, so far I would absolutely recommend The Fall of the House of Usher if you can hang.
Yeah. I've been wanting to.
There's some jump scares, but it's definitely not like 100% terrifying all the way through every moment.
Okay.
So
That's good to
and
know.
that's cool, and that's the kind of thing too that gets me interested because as long as there's that exciting, interesting interpersonal drama between those scary
Yes.
scenes, I might get hooked.
yeah, that's what. And there's family dynamic. There's there's a secession element to it. There's like I said, there's like a Sackler parallel. There's a lot of other stuff going on.
Yeah.
Besides the spooky, but the spooky's there. It's just not all encompassing. So
Nice.
there's definitely more to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Are you any live action shows that you've been watching besides One Piece?
No, not that I can think of.
No, did you get through that whole season?
No,
Not
we're
yet.
on 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a binge watcher myself,
No?
so I like to take my time whenever I'm watching a show.
You like to do it one day a week?
I don't know. What about you? I don't really have a rule to it.
I don't have a rule, but I like to watch. I mean, if I'm intrigued, I'll just roll it.
You will?
Oh man,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched.
Handmaid's Tale. I
mean,
was like, oh my god. the
Yeah,
whole
we
time.
started that last night. We watched 3 episodes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we were just like, all right, it's only 9:45. You want to do one more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only 1:45 in the morning. You want to do one more?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't do another one after that. I was out before 11 o'clock on a Friday night because I'm
usually-
fucking cool. I'm so rad.
Me too. You're with your
party
people.
so hard.
Well,
I did. I partied myself right to sleep at 9:30.
Well, and that's the thing is we're kind of caught between those two places now, because especially, we're all a relatively similar age. I'm getting to that point now where if I stop moving for too long, I
Get
might take a
sore.
nap. There's a chance that I could fall asleep. So yeah, like even I've been watching Castlevania. I'll talk a little bit more about it during Picks and Plugs, but I was watching the 5th episode 2 nights ago. Started falling asleep halfway through, and it was one of those things where I'm just like, you know what, I could fight it. But just go to bed, dude.
Yeah.
Just turn off, go to bed.
Yeah.
So I came back and watched it yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's been a couple shows where like I've fallen asleep and then had to retry to watch the episode, and then like you fall asleep again.
Yes.
And you're like on the 3rd try, you're like, maybe it's the
Forget it.
show. You're like, maybe I just don't like the show. Yeah, but yeah, I'm definitely now to the point where I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm fighting so hard. I'm going to bed. I don't care that it's super early.
No, but what makes me mad is it keeps going. So if you're not awake when the next episode and the next episode and the next thing you know, you're like, I'm 10 episodes in. Like, where did I stop?
Yeah, that's always a bummer. That's another good reason to just turn it off.
Yeah.
Like I'm done. Turn it off. Put some background shit on. Go to sleep.
Only Murders in the Building, the first season, got me like that because I fell asleep and I woke up thinking that I'd only slept through one episode, and I started the next episode, and in the previously on, I was spoiled about a major plot point that happened like 2 episodes later. Turns out I slept through 3 episodes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a good nap.
Right? Yeah, exactly. So
Jelly.
Whoopsie.
yeah, but oh well. There's still got 3 more seasons of that show to watch. So
It's good.
yeah.
Is it?
That's
I
very
haven't
good
tried it.
one.
I love it.
It is so easy to enjoy because
Yeah.
Steve Martin and Martin Short, of course, they know what they're doing so well.
Yes.
And Selena Gomez is just such a delight.
Is she?
She's a great fit with them.
I don't know why I don't like her.
You don't like her?
I don't know why.
Try a
she hasn't
couple
done anything bad.
Have you seen much of her? I hadn't seen hardly anything of her before this, if anything.
She was in a couple of movies I've seen, and I just
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't know why.
Watch her in this.
Try. Okay.
The way they play off each other, she's almost the straight man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
but I have seen them in. I watched their show, Steve Martin, Martin Short, and man, incredible.
Yeah.
Just masters of their craft. They know.
Exactly.
Well, and they just, they've worked together for so long on so many things that they can just do, it doesn't really matter what situation they're in. They're going to work together and make really, really, really good stuff.
They almost know each other as well as themselves.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We watched one other trailer.
The Iron Claw.
Oh,
Yeah, I had a feeling going in that I was going to be the only one interested in this, but then remembered it's an A24 film, and Zac Efron went real deep into character for this one.
Oh, barely
As he does.
recognizable.
Yeah, and I felt like both of you guys wound up kind of interested in this story
Well, I mean, Efron is Efron.
for sure.
And he's
Now
a
he's just
big
even.
motherfucker.
I know, now he's
Man.
just buff Efron.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
God,
He's huge in this movie.
yeah. I was going to say pack and play, but that's not the right word.
He's huge.
But
he's huge, jacked man.
And Jeremy Allen White, right on the heels of, just absolutely charming the entire country in The Bear.
I still haven't watched
right.
that.
Yeah, but I just hear that it's a you have to check it out show.
Yeah.
So it's definitely on my will see it list for sure.
I fell asleep, so I
Oh,
wouldn't
wow.
know.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
I mean, I didn't dislike it.
Or was it like we
But
were
it was-
talking about?
Yeah, what we were talking about.
So,
and then
yeah.
I just never went back.
Okay. And was it the first episode?
Yeah.
Yeah. And see, first episodes are always tough too because you never know if it's really going to be indicative of the rest of the show.
Right.
Because sometimes there's a slight shift in the tone and stuff as the episodes go on. So, but glad to see him in this, and his star turn continues to shine.
It also had. Did either of you watch Mindhunter on Netflix?
No.
Okay. The guy who plays Fritz Von Erich, the father.
Yeah.
Excuse me. He played one of the FBI profilers opposite Jonathan Goff.
Maura Tierney, she's a known actress, of course.
Groff or Goff? Which is it?
Groff or Goff? I don't know. You talking about the investigator?
The actor that played him.
Oh,
Groff.
Groff. Okay.
You know him. He was Kristoff in Frozen.
Oh, I didn't
okay.
know.
Gotcha. Okay.
And he was the king in Hamilton.
Jonathan
Okay.
Groff. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said.
My bad. I didn't hear you.
That's what I said.
That's what I said. It said booby traps.
Quiet Ouroboros. Have you seen the first episode of Loki season 2 yet?
No.
Yeah, Kihei Kwan makes an appearance in that.
Oh, yeah. Is Fatum in season 2? No, he died in season
No,
1,
he died in
right?
season 1. Yeah.
Y'all are saying
Spoilers.
names that are in Spanish to me.
Talking
Josh Fatum is a local boy done well.
Josh Fatum,
Local boy done good.
comedian, actor, writer. We just did a show at the Lowdown for the Blue Whale comedy shows. Me and him and who else was on that show? Lacey Rains was on that show, and Carl Jones on that show as well. And that was right on the heels of you getting a chance to do the show at Lowdown with Dan Fritchie, and who headlined that one? That was another great show. Ron
gosh, Ronan. Yeah.
Ronan Hirschberg. Yeah.
He was awesome.
Yeah,
They were all awesome. I
is-
had a great time.
Yeah, I feel like there was a fourth on that show. Rick Shaw. Rick Shaw
Shaw.
was on that one as well. So Dan, of course, we had on the podcast just a couple weeks ago. Rick Shaw, friend of the show. Haven't seen him on in a while, but we should.
He
reach
got
out
up there
to him.
and he got up there and yelled at everybody.
He did,
did.
man. But in the funny way that only Rick Shaw can.
Yes.
Oh, he knows.
Rick
Yeah.
Rick is a master of volume.
When if Rick hears me say, "Oh, Rick got up there and yelled at everybody,"
Oh, yeah.
he knows that I'm not like talking shit
Yeah.
because that's what he does.
He does.
That's his style.
Yeah.
It's almost like a friendly Kennison.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Holy shit, we should coin that. Rick Shaw, the friendly Kennison.
We should call him up and tell him.
Yeah.
And but yeah, those Lowdown shows have been so good.
They've been awesome.
They're doing a heck of a job. Derek Combs and the rest of the Blue Whale team have. Did I call it Blue Dome shows? Blue Whale shows. They have just been doing such a great job. So
Word.
And Lowdown's a fun venue for that too.
It is. It's real quaint and dark.
Yeah, it's got that underground comedy club kind of feel.
does.
And that green room's fun.
It is.
That's a fun little spot to hang out. But the Von Erich brothers.
I was going to say, I think that this was one of the, I don't know if it was in post-production when the writer's strike hit, but A24 was, of course, one of the first film companies to have a bunch of projects approved to go forward during the strike. Because the union actually, they basically went to the union and say, we want to make these films. Here's all the things that we're doing to meet the demands of the union. And the union was like, okay, great, cool. You can make these movies.
Okay.
Excuse me. And then Drew Barrymore tried to do her talk show, and now everyone's super pissed.
I bet.
She just got dropped from some library thing she was
some
going to
speaking
host. And
engagement,
they pulled LeVar Burton, which is a much better choice for anything having to do with books.
The always unproblematic LeVar
Seriously,
Burton.
like if you need anything with books and getting kids to read or getting anyone to read, get LeVar Burton on the phone. He will make you pumped to read.
Yep, absolutely. I'm surprised. Drew,
Butterfly in the sky,
I can fly twice as high.
take a look where it's in a book. No shit,
I
it's
forgot
reading
that.
rainbow. I can do anywhere.
This is the most I have sang poorly on this show
Oh, I love
ever,
it.
and I'm
But
so sorry.
see,
I'm
LeVar
so
Burton
sorry.
will bring it out of you.
We're
I
gonna
didn't
watch.
even know his name. So I'm glad
You're
you started
welcome.
singing.
Rainbow.
Yeah.
Girl. Yeah.
Reading rainbow.
My God. My God. Some more
The more you
cats are caterwauling. I love it. The Iron Claw looks very good.
Yeah,
It
we
does.
don't need to
I'm
dwell on this
excited.
story because it's very sad. It's a pretty sad story of the Von Erich family. And sadly, there's a lot of those types of stories in the wrestling industry.
Yes.
Seemingly fewer now, but still a lot.
Yeah.
There's still tons of these wrestlers dying young and having substance abuse issues and issues after many concussions and all sorts of other things in the name of entertainment.
Well, we're still seeing the fallout of the worst of the WWE years, and the people that it churned through like a machine are some of them are still now just dying, now just showing the extent of their illness. These are the stars that you and I were watching 20 years ago, and unfortunately, it just kind of broke and shattered the bodies of these men. And
Yeah, well, and then you see stories like Scott Hall, who was Razor Ramon, who went through horrible substance abuse problems and got pulled out of it and got sober and got inducted to the Hall of Fame and still passed away because just too much damage done.
Oh, it takes so much. We knowing that my two sons were in wrestling. My youngest one is in his second year, and we love it.
Yeah.
We love it. But at the same time, you're like, oh.
Well, so I will say that kind of wrestling, like, actual sanctioned collegiate Olympic style Greco-Roman wrestling is completely different from like, WWE jumping off of platforms through tables and,
Yeah, but I think, isn't that the end result? I mean,
not
you don't
always.
get to go that far with wrestling unless you want to go and do.
Unless you're doing like Olympic competition.
I was going to say, yeah,
it's true.
Usually I don't know how many. I mean, that would just be like a question for the kids. Like, is that your goal? Is your end goal to be professional wrestlers, like air quote wrestlers?
Yeah.
Or like, do you want to be like, because there's Olympic stuff, but then there's like world competitions.
That's true.
And then there's competitions all throughout, and then there's coaching, and there's once you can't compete, you go into coaching. You open a gym. Lots of stuff you can do without jumping off of a steel cage through a table.
Well, and that's kind of the
Or
interesting.
being thrown
Right.
off of a steel cage
Right.
through a table.
Well, that's the interesting thing about that kind of transition is we don't see a lot of sports that lead to a kind of sports/entertainment career the way that the pipeline of Greco-Roman wrestling to TV wrestling can.
Yes.
It's kind of a
And I
unique
don't
beast
even
in its own.
see, I don't even see a ton of them coming from that kind of wrestling. Really,
Really?
You don't?
It's mostly like, there's people who train you to be a professional wrestler, and professional wrestlers aren't that kind of wrestler. Professional wrestlers are, they train to take those different kind of bumps. They train to do all the aerial stuff. It's a lot like choreography.
Yeah.
And there's a ton of training involved, but you can't fake those hits. You know
No.
what I mean? Like, that's the thing is like, yeah, they're not really getting punched in the face at full force, but when someone gets thrown into the air and lands on their back, that's not fake.
Yeah.
That hurts. That jars your insides around. And
There's a certain amount of learned moves to limit the impact of that kind of fall.
absolutely,
but it is still a fall.
an impact. Yeah, exactly. You can only limit it so much. You know what I mean? You're still taking the brunt of that force. It's wild. So yeah,
And that's kind of one of the things that this movie I think is really going to highlight on is the way that this father kind of pushed his boys through this physically demanding job without maybe the kind of caring and sympathy for their needs that he should have had.
Yeah. I like also that the director and the screenplay are the same person, because that oftentimes, in my opinion, I feel like that leads to, there's a lot of passion behind the screenplay from the director of,
Yes.
doing it well, I guess, or loyally, or I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Doing right by the screenplay. If it's your screenplay, you're a lot more attached. And
Yeah.
anyway, I think that's going to be a really, really good movie.
It's gonna be
Maybe
great.
we'll see a buff Oscar winner,
Maybe.
That'd be fun.
right?
Yeah.
Do you think he'll still be like? Do you think he'll stay this jacked?
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Right?
I mean, he's a brick house.
Yeah.
Listen, I talk shit about like buff guys walking around without shirts all the time, but I've said it many a
very
time.
handsome.
I said it many a time. If I had that body, you would not be able to keep a shirt on me. It would be a problem.
Really? Yeah.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? I've literally lived my whole life embarrassed to take my shirt off. If I looked like that, I would be like, no shirts. I don't wear them anymore.
We're done with shirts.
We're done with shirts.
Well, and I forget how much
I would do that too. I would Hulk out of them
Yeah.
you
constantly.
would rip out of like wife
Yes.
beaters a lot.
Hogan, baby. Except for that
In
guy.
the line to the movie theater. Like,
Give me some popcorn.
I don't qualify for matinee.
I want Reese's Pieces.
Well, the funny thing about
I
shirts.
just beat somebody up in the line for saying Reese's Pieces.
Oh yeah, no, that's not okay.
no.
Have you seen people like fucking argue hard about that?
No?
Really?
Question mark?
There's a whole thing where
Is there?
people
Yeah,
are like,
they're out there.
Yeah, it's like they're like, I know it's wrong, but I'm right.
Oh, so it's per usual.
I mean,
Yeah.
it can't be Reese's Pieces. It
No.
can't.
There are television commercials.
And well,
I mean-
also they are pieces
A paid
that
a man
it's
is
spelled
belong
like a
to
Pieces.
Reese.
there are but some people think the slang catches on as the name. That's what they think.
Well, no, they're wrong.
Yeah.
Like what's another one where the slang is kind of taken over? Or I guess I don't have an example. I probably should have come into this with an example ready, huh?
Well, there's ones where like brands take over just what you call it, like Kleenex.
Like Kleenex, Xerox,
Yeah.
Band-Aid, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like, some other brand might be like, excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
That is our flesh-colored, non-abrasive wound cover.
Adhesive
Is that your woke
bandage?
Band-Aid?
Yeah.
It's like you have to have it all mapped out.
Bandage. Aid in bandage.
I think adhesive bandage is the correct term,
Oh yeah. I guess we
as opposed to is it facial tissue?
Oh.
is I think what these guys are, the Kleenex.
Correct. Yeah. Or jizz catcher.
Jizz catcher,
Ew.
yeah.
No, don't use Kleenex. They ball up.
Yeah.
noted.
Yeah. Just cold water, folks. That'll take care of your problems. Cold water
Towels, baby.
breaks the protein chain. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, you don't always have a shower nearby.
Well,
Helps.
You just have the sprayer on the back of the turlet.
Oh yeah.
Did you have one of
that's
those
a
for the
fancy
cloth
bidet,
diapers?
Yeah.
Cloth diapers?
Yes.
Yeah.
You just spray them out. Well, my granny would
That
just
thing has a lot
dip
of
'em in the
PSI.
toilet.
I
Tunk, tunk,
don't
tunk.
know that I would use that on my butthole.
you're not bideting with the
Honestly, I
diaper
feel like it would
sprayer.
hurt.
Yeah.
I really do think it would hurt.
It doesn't.
Girl,
Girl. It's good.
all
it's
right.
okay.
Fair enough. All
Yeah,
right.
I just stayed in a B&B and it had heated seats with the bidet. With
No,
hot,
not an actual
Oh.
bidet.
She's
I
saying
mean
the
using that
diaper
that
sprayer
diaper
as
sprayer.
the
That
bidet.
might.
Because that
Right.
motherfucker is powerful.
Well, it's got a job to do.
Right, which
and
is
the
spray
job is to
feces
to
off of
spray the feces out
fabric.
of fabric. It doesn't realize that it might also be going up against your butthole.
Of skin.
Yeah. So that's on you, Mr. Hurdy Butt.
I didn't say I tried it, motherfucker.
Then how do you know?
I said I think it would hurt.
Yeah, you tried it.
No, it's too cold
I'm
too.
thinking it wouldn't.
Here's the deal. You,
Because
cold,
those bidet
too.
ones are pretty.
Are they
They're pretty
warmed?
rough and they're
Are they-
warm.
yeah,
Okay.
the bidets will
And
hit
then
you. They'll hit you.
even the air is.
I mean, I
warm.
feel like I could maybe take a higher PSI as long as it's warm.
Well-
but that shit is like
Higher
prison
PSI.
cold.
And here's the thing too.
Yeah, the cold is what makes it
Oh, yeah.
hurt so hard.
You got to ease up to the higher
Come on,
PSI.
baby, make it hurt so hard.
Yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot of people don't remember those lesser known Bryan Adams songs.
That was John Cougar menstrual cramps. Thank you very much.
Menstrual cramps.
The
I like that.
Cougar. Do you know there was a period where he called himself Cougar and dropped
Just
the John
Cougar.
Mellencamp?
Yeah.
God bless him.
Yeah, 1979 was a weird year.
It's like Snoop Lion.
Oh, the Snoop Lion hour.
That didn't last.
Yeah, was that
No.
was that an hour and 15 minutes? How long did that shit go for?
Oh, 2 days tops.
It's so
like,
funny whenever.
I'm Snoop Lion now. We were like, nope.
No, you're
yeah,
not.
it is funny
Yeah.
how like the entire country just collectively was like, I'm not going to call you that.
Sorry.
Which is how trans people feel most of the time. So maybe
Yeah.
just fucking call them that.
Well, that's one of the best arguments for why the trans bullshit is such nonsense.
Yeah.
Where people get up in arms about calling someone different names. Like, you've been calling him fucking P. Diddy, Puff Daddy,
Yeah.
Sean Combs. Call him whatever the fuck he asks.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
O'Shea Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay, you've been calling him Ice Cube for 30 years,
Right, yeah.
but that's O'Shea Jackson.
You
You,
can't-
have no problem calling him Ice Cube.
You can't be nice to your cousin for 2 hours of Thanksgiving? Like what the fuck?
Honestly,
Man. I don't know.
I wish I could have a lot of aliases.
right?
Oh,
Just a few.
just
I mean,
a
we
few.
can make some up.
Well, you guys got a couple. You got mom, you got dad.
Oh, that's
You
true.
know?
Oh yeah, I
get
guess
those.
so.
I guess. I mean, those aren't
I got
Did you ever have a nickname?
fun.
Well, sometimes shithead.
That's
that
not
was
nice.
You know? I got a few that still call me that. So that's fine.
Yeah, I guess the
fine.
closest thing I got was the F bomb.
You know. The F bomb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was probably the closest thing I had to a nickname in like middle school.
Yeah.
the F bomb. Did you say F bomb?
Not fuck.
They call you
The other one.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, they
Oh.
call me that too. Mm-hmm. They were
Yeah.
surprisingly they were right, but that's another story for another time.
Yeah, they weren't right about me, but
No, well.
they thought they were.
I don't know.
They were like, "You play trumpet, you're gay."
Yeah.
I play clarinet.
You're like, that's not it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Mm-hmm. See, they like that
weird
though.
that
If you,
the woodwinds-
you have a
the
girl
brass
with a
and the
phallic
woodwinds.
instrument put in her mouth and
I
not
mean,
like
I
a
guess,
That's not gay.
but
They didn't call
no.
you fag, right?
No,
See,
they didn't call me anything.
see, maybe nerd.
They just
didn't
Yeah,
call me
nerd.
talk to you.
Yeah.
They just didn't call me. It was very lonely.
If I,
For
yeah.
some reason, it never bothered
Same.
me when I got called nerd.
No,
Yeah.
there are worse things to be called.
Right.
Yeah.
I did get a lot of fat jokes, so
Did you?
Oh,
That's no
yeah,
fun.
A lot of fat
That's no
jokes
fun.
growing up. Yeah. Had a baseball coach that was real fucking mean. Made the whole team call me
Terrible.
Wimpy.
Oh wow.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I call his
sucked
ass out on Facebook.
I actually
Yeah.
called out his son on Facebook one time.
did?
Yeah, yeah, I did. It was like he was saying something, and I was like, "Yeah, this is exactly why you're fucking." I was like, "I know exactly why you're this way. Your fucking father traumatized me in 3rd grade."
Oh man.
What'd he say?
Yeah. Do you have a rebuttal? That's wild.
He was like, "I don't remember any of that," and I was like, "That tracks."
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause it didn't
Trauma.
affect you.
That's what the body does with trauma. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, it didn't affect you. What he did to me, you know. He's
yeah,
like, "I don't
sure.
remember that
Yeah.
happening."
Yeah. But even if it was happening to him, it's like sure, and you probably blocked it out. I mean, like the excuse of I didn't see it, I don't remember it, I don't remember it like that is always so flimsy.
Yes.
You know, like when other people come to you with a grievance, with a true grievance, you know, it's just how fucking hard is it to be like, okay, tell me more, you know?
It's not.
Yeah,
It's not hard.
It's like, yeah, I'm glad you don't remember, but I sure fucking do.
yeah, exactly. It's a wild situation, but you know.
It's a wild situation.
That's my new song. My new song coming out on Bandcamp. It's a wild situation.
it.
Yep. It's me and Nicolo Burkett, who is just the first of our creative friends besides you that has musical ability that I could think of.
I was surprised that you got him to play a country song for you.
Yes. And well, I did it by telling him it wasn't going to be country and then just lying the whole time. You know, just play this riff for a minute, just for practice, and then I recorded.
And then he
Just
liked
for
it.
goofs.
No, he doesn't like it. In fact, I'm actually being sued.
Good.
And
Okay.
and he beat me up real bad the other day. So, but
My last band I was in, we played a country song, kind of.
Oh, yeah?
It was sort of like a curveball. It was like our joke in our not comedy band, but we played the music of Folsom Prison Blues.
oh wow.
With the lyrics of "Closer" by 9 Inch Nails,
Oh, okay.
which is a mashup that you wouldn't think worked
No, but
super well, but
I
it's,
can see where that would
Yep.
work.
It's very good. Yep.
I'm intrigued. Did you record it?
I don't think we ever got it on tape. No, it sucks.
Man.
Shouldn't have brought it up.
Damn it.
I heard a fun mashup recently. I'll throw this down, although we're still a little ways out from picks and plugs, but this is kind of a bonus. It's a mix of Carrie Underwood's When He Cheats with Blackstreet's No Diggity.
Oh, okay.
And
Nice.
it works real well. Like
Interesting.
to the point of where I love Carrie Underwood more for it. Okima's own Carrie Underwood.
Okima. Oh, yeah. I was like, I thought you tripped over Oklahoma.
Yeah, okay.
I was like, Hilton.
Oklahoma.
Covfefe.
Okima's own.
Remember when
She's probably not. She's probably from Shoto. I don't know.
every time I think of that, I think of like
Of Covfefe?
of the trajectory from like Howard Dean's like yeah, and how that ruined his career to like, you know, like the lesser thing like Covfefe. Ha.
Yeah.
Now he's saying that immigrants poison the blood of our country.
Howard Dean? He took a turn.
No, we know who said that shit.
Muskogee. Damn it, Carrie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You fucked
Where'd
up.
you think she was from?
I thought she was from Okima.
Oh, no.
I thought she was small town.
I thought she was Oklahoma.
I feel like when she got big, though, she might have been living somewhere else. She might have been in some other small town.
Chakota?
Oh,
there
yeah.
it was.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, she was. Okay. Oh, I get it. Because obviously you're born in a hospital, and there's no
Right.
hospitals in Chakota,
No.
Oklahoma.
No.
You know,
I don't
that's
know
what
what's
it
in
is.
Chakota, but
Yeah, you either have a home birth or
Nothing.
you drive to Muskogee.
Yeah, that's your options. Yeah. Hope you got a tub or
Oh,
where's
a
Muskogee
kiddie swimming
Regional?
pool?
Yeah. Oh man,
Ew.
everything floats.
We all float down here. You'll float too.
Don't we, Georgie?
Beep beep, Richie.
Beep beep, Richie.
My girlfriend had a baby in a kiddie pool.
Oh, yeah?
And there's a picture of her and her other 3 kids in front of it with all the things.
Oh wow.
Oh, it was something.
Oh,
She was
man.
one of those like she turned
granola.
Well, yeah, she turned her placenta into a pate or whatever.
Oh my God!
And she had it.
You were doing the
stamped like a
eating
family
motion, and you were
tree.
talking about the placenta.
No, I know. No, there's wild women out there.
I know.
I backed away
and
from
I
the
don't-
mic with my float joke.
I
'Cause I
don't
didn't think we were
want-
going down this alley, but we are
It's
here.
happening.
I don't want to shame that,
No.
Uh-huh.
No, in the end, if you, whatever you do,
but I want to.
do.
I'm not going to.
You're gonna though.
And I want you to know that I hate how I feel about how much I want to shame them for doing that.
What would you do if she had asked you if
If
you would
my
like
wife?
to try
Placenta
her
pate.
placenta pate?
No, thank you.
Okay.
What if we got the kind of crackers you like?
What? Yeah.
I would say
Chicken and biscuit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I filled up on goldfish crackers in the hallway. I'm good, but thank you so much. I will respectfully decline.
Yeah. I mean,
No, thank you. I'm not here for it. You do you, but no thanks.
if it's really a pate, like a pate is like a paste. Mm-hmm. It's like a spread. Mm-hmm. As long as there's not like
Chunks.
chunky bits of placenta in there.
You guys.
He's gagging. He's already gagging.
The listenership of this episode is
I
a
know.
strict downhill trajectory.
Goodbye, new listeners.
Sorry. I'll eat a snack and be quiet.
Excuse me, have you seen my wife's placenta?
Oh no! Oh man!
If anybody recognizes that line and says something to me, I will give you a button or something.
Do you recognize that
button.
line? Send us an
I'll
email.
give you a cracker.
podcast at
It's,
gmail.com.
it's from a song.
Wow.
I wonder if you can buy it on
Air quotes.
Yeah.
Song.
Just Google it, guys.
No, don't Google it. That's cheating.
I don't care.
I care. Integrity, Hilton.
Oh, whatever. Nah, I don't do the fun. There we go.
What is this?
Tool.
Oh, Tool.
Are you a fan?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, Tool's one of those bands that I like Tool, but I can't remember the last Tool album I got into. Because
Dynama.
Yeah.
maybe the one after. What was
I don't even
What was
remember
it?
what
I
that
don't
was
even
called.
know.
Lateralis?
Oh, Lateral.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
no, I did listen to Lateralis. I did listen to that.
But sometime after that, a new Tool
Kinda
album came
fell off.
out, and I'm like, who the fuck has that kind of time?
Nobody.
You know, I'm going to need like fucking graph paper. I'm going to need a TI Instruments calculator to understand this album. I don't have that. I'm going to need to watch YouTube videos on advanced mathematics.
Is it just super long?
No, it's
Oh.
just every fucking album is Maynard James Keenan trying to prove the fucking Fibonacci sequence. I don't have time for that.
What is that?
Every Tool album's like math. Like there's like a math
No,
thing
what's
to
the
it.
Fibonacci sequence?
That's the pattern that like a pine cone has, the naturally recurring pattern that happens in nature, and it's like 1, 1, 2, 4,
Yeah,
8,
yeah.
15, 32, and then
Okay.
you type that in the computer down in the hatch, and that's how you do the second season of Lost.
Listen,
Oh, right,
I feel
right.
like this is how QAnon shit starts.
That's exactly how QAnon. A lot of people don't know John Locke created QAnon.
They are weirdly into like fucking made up numerology shit.
Yeah, QAnon. And Tool.
Where they go like they'll go 113. You know what that means, right?
don't.
You know what that means, right? That means Thursdays are better for pedophilia.
Which is track 3 on Undertow. A lot of people
And
don't
who
realize that.
Knew?
Yeah.
Who knew?
James Maynard Keenan is Q. That's what I've decided.
That's tight.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was a long con, that's
And it's all just, he's just fucking with them.
yeah. It's all for the next Pussifer album.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't he do new Pussifer stuff recently?
Not only that, they're on tour.
That's what it was.
Yeah, him and Perfect Circle.
So he's got 3 bands on
Yeah.
doing shit right now.
Busy.
Good for you, Maynard.
Yeah.
And he's making wine. I don't know if he's
Is
still.
he?
I don't know if he still is, but he was. He got it real big into winemaking. I think for a while.
What was his brand? Oh, okay. I didn't even know. I do
look
like
it up.
wine.
Let's see, Maynard.
Oh, yeah, his winery?
Yeah.
There's a documentary about it.
Oh, that's right.
Caduceus Cellars.
Oh.
Yeah, Caduceus, which is that's like a Gothic term.
Caduceus?
It means like cadaver or some shit.
Oh, so there's.
That makes it kind of dumb.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's James Maynard Keenan. It is kind of dumb. that's kind of why I like Tool. They're great, but they're kind of dumb.
I will say that one of my favorite things about him is that he does have a pretty good sense of humor.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, and they're willing to push boundaries, which I've always enjoyed. Like he was playing with things like gender on stage long before a lot of people were.
Right.
Yeah,
That's cool. But yeah, there's a great
Making homophobes uncomfortable since 1980, whatever.
right. Yeah, there's a
This should be a commercial.
there's a movie about the winery. I'm trying to think about what it might be.
Just
called.
add movie to the end.
There you go. Thank you. Thanks for teaching me how to
Minovi.
Google, buddy. Blood into Wine.
Like it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's a great little movie. It's a documentary. But
And it's about how
good
to
stuff.
turn people into wine.
Exactly.
I love it.
It's a how-to.
It's grinding, really. It's just all about grinding. Got to grind it real fine.
Real fine.
Yeah,
Real
fine.
fine.
You get a good enough juicer, you can juice anything.
Lots of colanders.
Cheesecloths.
It's how I make this one pate that I'd like to show
I know.
you guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one.
That one.
Mike's going to pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. No, I might be able to do a pate because it's not a texture. That I can handle that texture.
You can.
That's why I was saying.
That'd be
I was like,
weird, though.
maybe.
like a paste. Yeah,
Of all the
Yeah, if
things.
someone said try the pate made out of I might. I
might.
I just
Put it
on
on
pure
a-
intrigue.
Yeah.
On pure intrigue.
I mean,
like,
I've tried-
what does it?
I've tried all sorts of weird shit, you
It's
guys.
like the
What?
thin,
Like all
crispy,
sorts.
like baguette chip, like a,
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
bruschetta style.
yeah,
yeah.
with a little bit of you put a little bit of salt and pepper on that, a little bit of some garlic,
Some onion.
onion,
Paprika,
paprika.
cumin.
Yeah.
All the things.
Now I'm just naming spices.
Just naming stuff in the cabinet.
Ground rosemary.
Yes.
Anywho,
Should we pick it and plug it?
I think we probably could. Yeah, we could probably do that.
I think we could.
I think we.
I think
I
we
think.
could.
I think the pod gods will allow it.
The pod. I don't fucking know what I'm saying. Castlevania Nocturne has been a blast. We've talked before about the Castlevania show on Netflix. The first show had 4 seasons, but it was written by a piece of shit writer Warren Ellis. So we, as much as we love the content and the games and all that it was based off of, not something we really enjoyed promoting. But there's a new series now based on other games written by other
not
people
Warren Ellis.
who are not apparently groomers, so it's nice to see that we can actually get good content from good people and just keep your fingers crossed that nothing bad comes out about them, because isn't that the game we're playing with all of our heroes?
It really is, man. It really is. Every time I find someone that I like their stuff, I'm like, oh, do I need to do a background check?
Probably.
Right? And I'm still not, because the way I see it is like, no, I'm
Yeah. Now
If
I'm
I
just
didn't
like
know, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I'm just hesitant to be publicly fans of anybody.
right. Yeah.
Like I'm not buying your fucking T-shirt until I find out
All
you're
the things.
really good.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the new series has been good. An 8-episode first season. There's definitely some changes and some surprising omissions, but I'm interested in where they're going. And I feel like this is, whereas the first show, had to kind of do some certain things quickly because there was the uncertainty of whether or not it was going to get continued content. This one is trying to at least take things a little slower, and I dig it. I'm glad to see it, because you know what? Let's take me on this journey. I'm ready for it. Voice cast
Take
is
me
great.
down to Paradise City.
Take where the grass is green and the girls are pretty, and then the fellas ain't bad either. But the show has been good. The characters, some bold choices in storytelling elements, some bold choices in character qualities, and it's made for some very intriguing, oftentimes riveting viewership. So I've been enjoying it quite a bit.
All right.
And upcoming shows, I've got one I got to talk about, but we're going to do that as we segue into your picks and plugs, Rachel. But first, of course, you got to talk about some of the other shows we have here on the OLA Ministries Network. I hope you're tuning in for new episodes of OK Geek. We've got some new stuff coming just around the corner here, and I hope you are ready for that. That is a short form podcast where I just talk about some of the latest comic book and video game news and some good reviews of what's been out on the shelf recently. You want to talk about The Office, the NBC sitcom that nobody can ever seem to get away from? Well, we've always got new episodes of the People Persons Paper podcast coming out as often as we can. Me and Brian Sittler going episode by episode through every episode of the hit NBC sitcom. And we are deep in season 6, and we are right at the big time when Dunder Mifflin becomes a part of Sabre. Big changes happening in Scranton. Some big famous faces going to be joining the show, and we are excited for it.
Did you already do Threat Level Midnight?
Oh, no. That's season 7.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Has anybody called dibs?
No, you want that
Dibs.
one? All right, cool.
Hell yeah.
All right, so we got something to look forward to on that as well, listeners. And then, of course, we just did The Banker was our last episode with Josh Boltz is back, friend of the show. So, of course, check that out.
Starring Gil from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and some really fun, in its way, clip shows aren't the best, but that's a good one because you really get to relive some of the best moments of the show. And we we definitely appreciated that. So check that out when you get a chance. And the other big plug we got to talk about as we segue into some of Rachel's stuff is October 20th at the Starlight.
Yeah.
We've got Rachel Keeley along with Brent Dio and Dan Fritchie.
I'm excited.
It's going to be so much fun.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be so much fun.
And it's your first time doing the Starlight Comedy Night. Have you done the open mic there before?
No, but
oh wow,
I was going to go November 4th to watch the Riff Show.
Cool.
Just to see if I could hang.
Okay.
For December 2nd.
Okay. Well, now, and the Riff Show, you're talking about Brett Jeffries' Riff
Yes.
Show. Now, that's not a Starlight. That's at
Oh,
Heirloom.
it's not. Oh.
So I'm glad we could catch on that now so you don't show up at the wrong venue.
Right.
But of course, that Riff Show, another killer show. And you're on the December show for that?
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
You're hoping to be.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Brett, if you're listening, I hope you're considering Rachel for that show. She'd be a killer, and I'm sure you know it too. But what else you got coming up?
Oh, well, tonight I've got the Belafonte.
Okay.
So it's grand opening weekend for that.
And this is Sunday, the day we're releasing, is what we're talking about when we say tonight.
Daylight come and we want
5
to go
o'clock.
home.
Yeah, huh? That's true.
Come, Mr. Tallyman.
Tallyman bananas.
Yeah.
Daylight come and me one go home. Missouri.
So tonight you've got what's the show called again? Or where's it at again?
Evan and Friends. So
Okay.
it's out at Belafonte, which makes me want to sing Buddha Staffa for some reason. It's
Okay.
like, Buddha Staffa.
Is that another Harry Belafonte song?
It isn't.
Oh.
But just the way you say Belafonte makes me think of Buddha Staffa.
A Belafonte.
Yeah. And then after that, you're back over at Go Theater in
Go
Broken Arrow?
Theater.
That's a fun venue.
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't been there yet, but
Okay.
I've heard a lot about it.
Yeah.
So the Popcorny Show. So I don't know what I'm going to get into over at Peter Bedgood's.
Oh, nice. Bedgood's putting that on?
Yeah.
That'll be a fun one.
So yeah, I'm excited.
And then you're on Starlight on October 20th.
Yes.
And then you're back at Go a little bit after that.
On the 28th.
Nice.
Yeah.
So good stuff coming up there.
I know. So much fun.
And you got a pick to share with listeners today?
Oh, well, I have a couple, but
Please,
I have
go ahead.
my usual fall Sister Wives
Oh,
addiction.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's like Big Love but real.
Yeah.
And I can't get enough of it. It's not fun, it's not intriguing, but just the family itself and all
Sister
the
Wives?
Yeah.
That's the Mormon shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
so intrigued with the whole thing.
It's a
I'm
wild-
like, how
that's
does
a
it
wild
work? Why do they
dynamic, right?
want it?
Yeah.
That's like being
'Cause the book
polyambidextrous for
said-
God.
Because the book,
could- yeah, it
because the
is.
book conveniently written by a man says that that's what you're supposed to do.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yes.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Jesus.
I know.
Why does every cult always end with, oh, and I'm going to need to sleep with all of the women?
Yeah.
Because God said so.
God said so.
Look, I don't make the rules. I don't even want to. All right. This is a real bummer for me and my penis.
It's a tough
It's pretty
decision
fucking
to make.
disgusting.
It's weird.
Make it in that religion.
mean-
but I'm also liking that he's with a different wife every 4 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So like, which one is football day? Like I'd be
Oh, yeah.
like, I'll take that day.
Can they trade for that, too?
Right.
Like, if one doesn't want to be football day wife.
Like I'm busy on Monday,
Yeah.
so you take him. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yeah, that's wild. Man. I got nothing.
You don't watch it?
No,
I've been
no.
watching it since 2015, and
Oh, wow.
it's come a
You
long way.
you are
I'm-
No stances
I'm a
on
fan.
polygamy.
The polyambidextrous. I don't listen here. I don't.
You
I-
don't know.
I can't handle dating one person.
Sure.
Never mind
Right.
dating multiple. Never mind dating multiple and Jesus.
and somebody with a bunch of thumbs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
There's
yeah.
a lot of thumbs in that marriage.
Yeah, there
for
are.
sure.
Yeah, and dating someone who's left-handed and right-handed just sounds tiring. Just sounds like I'm going to be tired all
Busy.
the time.
Busy.
Yeah, and sore too.
I mean, it helps give it an HJ, right? Being able to just like switch hit.
I mean,
know?
does it mean that they'll never stop? And that's the sore. Like I need a break sometimes.
Yeah.
I got to recharge. Got to reload.
Gross.
Sorry. Oh man.
Okay.
What about you?
What about me?
What about Bob?
What about me?
What about love?
Pics.
Don't you want someone to care about you?
What about love?
Much better, much better.
Thank you.
Can't hit that.
Been practicing my falsetto.
I can tell.
Roxette should have called.
You know what's really scary? After I had my neck surgery, I couldn't do it, and I thought it was gone forever.
Oh man, that had to be a sad moment.
It was kind of scary. Like I really thought I wasn't going to be able to sing ever again.
Yeah.
It was scary.
What kind of neck surgery?
I had ACDF, anterior cervical discectomy with fusion. Which means
some of
they
that's
cut
rough.
in and they fixed a bunch of my discs and then fused them together. And
That's
4 of them at the same time.
shoo.
Yep. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a fucking long ass recovery. But I quit smoking cigs.
Yeah.
Woo!
Because of it?
Yeah, I mean, it was like,
I
it was
guess you
the
couldn't.
catalyst. It was the catalyst. Yeah. I couldn't for long enough that I was like, this is the shot right now. And especially because the surgeon was like, nicotine and stuff is really bad for bone growth. So like healing's going to be a lot harder if you're smoking. So I was like, okay, well, I'll at least wait until I'm, healed. And by then I was like, look, just quit. If you're ever going to give it a shot, now's the time.
Right.
Yeah.
And I haven't had a cigarette in December. It'll be 3 years.
Wow, that's great.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Picks. We were listening before you got here. We were listening to an album by Girl Talk. Which, if you don't know Girl Talk, he's since branched out into producing actual songs with hip hop artists. But the first few albums of his were just mashups, just really, really interesting mashups. You take the music from War Pigs by Black Sabbath, and you put the words to Move Bitch by Ludacris, and you're like, holy shit, that sounds awesome together.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you have any queued up?
No, I
Oh,
don't,
dang.
because it's the one album of his that's not on Spotify. So you got to go find it. You got to go buy it from him. I don't know if you can even do that. There's probably licensing issues, but it got me a copy from back in the day. Yeah, I don't know why that album's not.
Bootleg.
I don't know why that album's not on Spotify. But there's a couple other ones, Feed the Animals and Night Ripper. Those are on Spotify. Also really good. Really interesting stuff. You take like classic rock and grunge and all sorts of different music and hip hop and mashing them all together. And it's really, really cool.
That's fun.
And then I also watched, there's a new movie that just came out on Max called No Accident. And it's a documentary about the organization and the planning of and the lawsuit around the violence in Charlottesville in 2017.
Wow.
And of course, one of the shitheads that had a pretty good amount to do with the organization was from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of
so
course.
that's rad. That's very fun to know. But anyways, yeah, it's called No Accident because, yeah, everything that happened there was absolutely 100% no accident. They planned on inciting violence. They planned on doing everything that happened pretty much up until the car. That was the one guy doing that. But yeah,
Jesus.
there being violence was 100% no accident. So really good documentary on HBO, and then track down all that by Girl Talk. Yeah.
Dig it.
Yeah.
Any shows to talk about?
Oh yeah, I guess so, huh? I'm doing you won't be there because it's tonight as we're recording this, but the next one will be, I believe, November 4th
Nice.
for the Riff Show.
You're on that November Riff show.
Oh, you are?
I'm supposed to
So
be.
Rachel's going to go check that one
I
out.
am.
you're
Oh,
you'll-
okay.
You'll show her how it works. You'll give her the tour.
I was asked to be on it, so we'll see
Ooh, okay.
if I get left off the flyer. I'll just show up.
Yeah.
and crash it.
that party.
No, I'm on that one. It is really, really fun time. I love doing her shows.
Yeah. One of the absolute best in Tulsa by far.
Yeah, and Heirloom's really fun too. Even if I don't know if it's always going to be an Heirloom, but that's always fun. That's the only thing I have booked. I know Evan and I are talking about putting together a Vanguard show. So
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, stay tuned for that.
Woo.
And then follow us on all the socials to get our dates, and follow me at Zampino Productions or Michael Zampino. Any socials you want people to follow?
Oh, I don't have a lot of socials.
Fair enough. But
86
your Facebook's active in as far
It
as
is.
plugging your shows, so they
Yes.
can follow you on Facebook to
Yes.
find out where you're going to be.
Yes.
Do that.
Yeah, we'll tag you on the Opinions Like A-Hole's Facebook page as well. So
Yeah,
make sure
thanks.
that people can learn more about you there.
Perfect.
Thanks for doing the show. We'll
Hey,
be sure
thanks
to
for
have you
having
back
me.
pretty soon. And Hilton,
Yes, sir.
what do you have to say for yourself?
Not a damn thing.
Good.
Take it from me. I love you.